Kedwin, good to see you. I imagine all is rather well there, isn't it? After the other night, going top of the league, how's the next few days after that been?
Yeah, definitely. The mood in the dressing room was very good after the game and stuff. But like the gaffer said in an interview, we don't get carried away. Next game is the most important one, and we recovered well and recovered on Wednesday. Had a day off Thursday, and then we've been in training, looking ready to go for tomorrow.
You've got to allow yourself that time to celebrate a win like that, haven't you? When you've beaten the team at the top and leapfrogged them.
I don't want to seem boring, but like I don't think you can. Like you've got to focus on that next game, and because if we go and get beat tomorrow, then what was like Tuesday worth? It sort of undone our hard work there.
And it was hard work, wasn't it? I mean, it was a tremendous game to watch. It felt full-blooded for the whole 90 minutes plus.
Yeah, no, it took a lot out of the boys, and the boys coming off the bench were massive for us, and seeing us over the line because it stuck us under a lot of pressure second half especially. And you know what you're going to get with them. They're dangerous with their individual players and the quality they've got, and sort of how direct they can play as well as mixing it up short. So they really tested us, but no, we stood strong in the end.
Yeah, it's a miracle there weren't more goals. I mean, particularly there could have been one early on, of course, which you were involved in when Macaulay's header saved. Aaron Neman shot somehow just I don't know how it went sort of directly in front of your face. I'm not quite sure how that and many others didn't go in on the night.
Yeah, I think it like took a. So I just got myself in there, sort of in a goal scoring position in the 6 yard box, and I don't know whether Az's crosses sort of clipped the goalkeeper and took like a bounce into the floor and it stunned it up over my head and just looped. But no, yeah, it was one of them games for me. I had a couple of chances and stuff, and the keepers made a good save. And but no, most importantly, we saw the game out and won it in the end.
It felt like everybody played well that night. I mean, inevitably sometimes in matches, you might get most of the team playing well, but a couple might have a slightly off day. But it just felt like everybody was bang on it on Tuesday night. Did it feel like that playing?
Yeah, but you've got to be like that to come up against Wrexham, who are going to push you all the way. You can't afford to take any passengers and sort of have any players playing below par. And obviously the fans were there; they really got behind us and stuff, and made it a great atmosphere. And we just went out and left everything on the pitch, and it was enough in the end.
How much were you enjoying Ruben Rodriguez's constant nutmegging?
Yeah, when you lay the ball off to him and you drop off for a pass back, and then he makes someone, you just think, oh my god, like you just feel frustrated for the other player and stuff. So now he's so good.
Yeah, I mean, one or two a match is one thing, but I think I've lost count at six. I think during the match, which is extraordinary.
Yeah, no, he's different class to be honest. I can't say any more than that.
Yeah. What does it mean for you though? I know it's very early on in the season, and I completely take your point about that about being top, but it does say something about the team though, doesn't it? This early on in a season, it's such a competitive start to the season with those teams at the top. There's so many teams in form. For you to be there at the top now, what does it say about where you're playing and what you've done so far this season?
I think it says exactly what we expected. It's going to be an unbelievably difficult league to win, which we want to do. And I think it also says that we can trust what the manager's doing and we're getting results and starting to believe in it. And the more you believe in it, the more you buy in, and then you're going to keep succeeding. I think that's the most important message, that we really trust in what the information he's given us, and he's done unbelievable to set us up in multiple different ways. We can switch in game depending on how we're playing and stuff like that. So, no, I think that really gives you belief.
And how much are you enjoying it at the moment? Reading about when you were at Dundee and then dropped down to the 10th tier of English football. Here you are now playing in a team and top of a table, and you look like you're enjoying your football. How much are you enjoying the football, and how much are you enjoying life at the minute? It feels like you are.
Well, look, who couldn't enjoy coming to Meadow Lane on a Tuesday night and a Saturday and playing in front of 10,000 fans and stuff like that? It's sort of what dreams are made of, really. And I've been lucky enough to play at all sorts of levels, as you've just said there, and now it really makes you grateful as well at the same time.
Does it feel like a second chance in that way for you? Because you've said before, being up there and playing in Scottish Premiership and then dropping out. Do you feel like this is a second chance and one you want to take?
Yeah, definitely. I'm really lucky, and to be honest, I've worked hard as well to get in this position. So I'm not going to just throw that away. I'm going to continue to work hard and just see what I can do, really, and sort of keep working hard every day and taking advice from the gaffer and playing how he wants me to play and see where we end up.
Yeah, certainly seems to be paying off so far, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, it's top of the league at the minute. We just the most important thing now is to stay there and keep winning games and keep playing the same brand of football. I think the performance against Altrincham was a little bit flat, as we can all probably agree. But no, we bounced back from that. And when you're disappointed when you win 3-1 at home, I think it's always a positive sign.
Good stuff, Kedwin. Good to talk to you. Thanks very much.
Cheers.
Ollie, have you got anything to add?
Yeah, just a couple of bits. Obviously, we can't not, ignore Macaulay. Obviously, you both joined from Gateshead in the summer. When you first joined with him, did you envisage him to hit the ground running as well as he has this season?
Yeah, definitely. I've seen it firsthand last season. What an unbelievable player he is and stuff. He's playing a different role, I would say, this season as to what he did last season. He's more this season as an out and out sort of striker, poacher kind of thing. Last season he was playing a bit wider and a bit deeper and running from deep. And yeah, his performances have been unbelievable. Like 8, 9 out of 10 most weeks. Hopefully, I can sort of emulate that shortly and get rid of these 6 out of 10 performances that some people have been rating me and get up to an 8, 9 like him.
And then, just for you personally, have you set yourself any targets at all? I know Macaulay said that he just takes it as it comes. Is that a similar sort of approach for you as well?
Yeah, I'm in a similar mindset. We speak a lot on a day-to-day basis, and we lived together for a while. Don't anymore, but we did, and we spoke a lot while we lived together, and sort of just discussed sort of how it was going and stuff. And we just take it day by day, and each training session try and maximise it to the most and get the most out of it, and then go on to the next day, and then that's how we get our success.
And then you've just touched upon there about Macaulay playing in a different position, and then you play more of a central striker. It's kind of reversed at Notts. Do you prefer playing, as an out-and-out striker, or do you not really mind as long as you're in the team?
Yeah, exactly as you just said there. I just like to play football and be in the team. The gaffers sort of asked me to do a different role than I did last season. As last season I was more of an out-and-out striker, like you said there. But this season I've been sort of that hybrid between linking the play up and as well as getting in the box. And I think as long as I can do both and still score goals, I'd like to add a bit more goals at the minute, and get into more dangerous areas, which the gaffer spoke to me about. But hopefully I'll see the success of that shortly, and I'm perfectly happy playing wherever I'm asked to play.
Perfect. Cheers, Kedwin.
Cheers.
Thanks, Ollie. Notts TV.
Hi, Kedwin. Thank you for talking to us. Just touching on what you just said there, obviously you've come to Notts playing in a bit of different position. What do you think's been so key in such a successful transition for you from last season to this season?
I think the gaffer, to be honest. The work he puts in training, he's so articulate and just passionate about everything that he does, and he works so closely with us and stuff, and on an individual basis as well as a team unit, and everyone knows each other's positions and stuff. So when I'm asked to play in a slightly different role, I just go in and then try and copy what the person who's been playing there has been doing, and it works well.
And obviously, having a familiar face come with you to Notts in Langstaff, is that kind of also a good reason why the transition has been so good for you, a bit of healthy competition?
Yeah, definitely. I think we're both fairly likable characters, I would like to think. So we've got on well, I would hope, with the lads, and made a good impression and stuff. So the dressing room's really, really spot on, and everyone's been made to feel welcome and stuff. So no, that's helped us settle in as well.
You touched on how you wanted to sort of emulate his good performances. Does it frustrate you a little bit? Obviously, you're happy to see him do so well, but is it a little bit frustrating that you're not getting as many goals as you'd like?
No, not at all. I think, as we've spoke about just before, about playing a slightly different role, then I just need to learn about how to get goals from that position and stuff like that, and get in the right areas, which the gaffer's been helping me do. So now I'm confident I'll add to my tally fairly soon.
You touched on the good relationship with the team. We heard not that long ago that you enjoy going on a bit of a coffee date in West Bridgeford. Just how important is that kind of to relay onto the pitch, how good it is with you guys as a team in the changing room?
Yeah, I think it's massive. Helps you sort of zone out a little bit and just have a good time. And if it is you're struggling a bit on the pitch and stuff, it's a little break. Or if it's going well, it's nice to just sort of step out of that intense environment just for a second and then reset before you go back in, and then it helps you to work harder when you go back in the next day.
You spoke about how the fans have really helped performances, and obviously it's a long trip for them tomorrow, and I think there's train strikes and things as well. So, what key part do they play, and how do you think if there's less tomorrow, how will that impact the performance?
They're massive. They make everything worth it at the end of the day. Like when you're celebrating stuff with them and seeing the smile on their faces and people jumping out and falling out of gates and stuff, then no, it's a good laugh and to sort of have a community and sort of bring people together through their love of football and have a real good thing going, then it's really good for the area.